Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Santoshi Reddy. Today we are learning about 57,000 companies that are sponsoring overseas workers to the UK. And we are also learning about where do you find these employees list and how can you apply for these sponsorships, and also are these employees legit, and some of my tips on how to get yourself shortlisted for sponsorship. Without any further delay, let's get into the topic. As I told you earlier, there are 57,000 companies listed on the UK immigration website, giving them eligibility to sponsor workers to the UK. And as you know, that number of countries, especially those depend on the migration, are now opening their doors to all those skilled professionals to join them and address the shortage of labor. Yes, I have done videos on Australia and New Zealand. So they have released the list of employers that they have given eligibility to sponsor workers from overseas. So there are 1,000+ companies Australia has approved, and there are some large number of companies that are approved by New Zealand as well. And now UK, 57,000 companies. And what are the occupations these companies can sponsor? And UK has been very specific. So the government has given a list of eligible occupations that these employers can sponsor. So there are about 249 occupations listed on the website. And this list includes plumbers, electricians, fitters, and there are a number of occupations like hardware engineers, electrical engineers, and also they got IT engineers, chief executive officers, finance analysts, accountants, bookkeepers. There are a number of occupations listed out there. And I have shared the link for you in the description box below to check whether your occupation is listed on that eligible occupation list. So once you have your occupation on that list, and these employers, so what UK government said is these are the eligible occupations that you can sponsor, and this is your eligibility. So we give you a sort of eligibility that you can sponsor someone from overseas. So we got two details now. We got list of employers and we got what are the occupations that these employers can sponsor, and how you're going to go ahead from here. So first, as soon as you got your sponsorship, the employer who sponsored you provides you a certificate of sponsorship, and this helps you to apply for a skilled worker visa. That's the visa that you're going to apply to move to UK, and that visa asks you some more details, such as your English language test, that you need to do a secure English language test. So you have to pass that test, and after that you have to provide certificate of sponsorship that's provided by your employer, and your job title, your job salary, and your occupation code that is listed in the immigration website. So you provide all your documents, and the fee, it's not clearly mentioned on the website whether the employer pays the fee or the employee, or as a sponsor that you get paid by your sponsor or you pay yourself. It's not clear on that, but there is some fee that is paid towards this skilled worker visa, and this visa is offered up to 2 to 3 years depending on the demand for your role or depending on your agreement with the employer. And once you got the skilled worker visa, you will be moving to the UK, and it depends whether the relocation costs are provided by the employer. It all depends on your negotiation with the employer. But how do you connect to these employers? Because there are employers out there and there are eligible occupation codes. But how do you approach the employers? How do the employers know that you're looking for a job? So from my opinion, I know, like in UK, if you are located in the UK, it might be easy because they advertise the position in their websites, in the job search websites, and you can go and apply. But when you are overseas, you might not know what sort of job search websites that they provide, and how are they really looking for, sponsoring your occupation. So first thing first, prepare your resume to the UK format. Yes, that's one of the good things that you have to start working on, because when your resume is good, then there are high chances that you get shortlisted for the positions. So there is a format, because I get lot of requests from international students and also people who are working overseas to review their resumes. So when I look at their resumes, their format is different to the Australian format. So you have to prepare your resume to the country's format. So Australia has got its own format, and UK has got its own format, and India has got its own format. So prepare your resume as per their format, and if you Google it, you will know what sort of resume format they have in the UK. And the next step, create your LinkedIn profile. Yes, create a perfect LinkedIn profile listing all your skills, knowledge, and experience. This is very, very important, because I came to know some of the people approached me and said they were given jobs through LinkedIn. Let me give you an example. When I did my video on New Zealand sponsorships, one of the guy commented in my channel saying that, Santoshi, have got an sponsorship offer from New Zealand, and he had some doubts about that sponsorship. So he approached me via LinkedIn, and during our discussions I asked him, oh, how did you find this sponsorship? And then he said, somebody approached me via LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is acting as a great tool nowadays for the employers to connect to their potential employees. So make sure that you prepare your LinkedIn profile to the best of your knowledge, experience, and the skill set. Once you prepare your LinkedIn profile, the next step is identifying the employers of your interest, because there are 57,000 companies listed out there. So I'm sure that if you go through that 57,000 companies, I think it's a wrong approach, because not all 57,000 companies may be relating to your profession. For example, software engineers may not have a job in a civil engineering consulting firm, so they may have in IT consulting firms such as Wipro or Infosys or Tata. So the same way, civil engineers and technicians, it's no point them looking in the IT consulting firms. So they have to look for those engineering firms that offers these technician and engineering jobs. So you have to identify your employer, and once you identify your employer, you can approach them in two ways. The first one is through their website. If they have a website, definitely they have a career section which you can go and look for the vacancies, and once if you identify it, apply then and there. If not, then approach through LinkedIn and see what sort of opportunities that they have and what is the situation they are in, because as I told, this list is updated as of February 2022, so it's 4-5 months ago. So the situation may have changed for them, may have gone worse or have come better. So make sure that what situation they are in and what sort of professionals they are looking for, and if you have that skill set, then provide your resume and ask them if you could help them to better their situation. So these are some of the things that you can approach the employer, connect to the employer, and get your sponsorship. And make sure these are the 3 things that you need to do to make yourself or stand out from the crowd: your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and your search methods. I wish you all the best, because now it's the best time for you to move to a different country if you have a dream of working overseas, because number of countries are looking for professionals, and not only professionals, they are looking for all sort of professionals, like low skill professionals to high skill professionals. So check whether you have any opportunity, and this is the right time to check that opportunity, because the countries are in need of people. So like Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and UK. So just identify those opportunities and keep applying for the jobs, and definitely you find your way towards your dream. And hope you like this video. If you like it, please share and subscribe to my channel. I'll get back to you with another topic. Until then, bye. Thank you.